Hello and welcome to yoga. If you'd like, you can start with a block right here. If you don't have any blocks, a blanket, a pillow, or a roll of towel is fine. Come on and sit down. We're going to come into easy seated pose, which is drawing the feet towards the center line, drawing the heel in one, and then the other. If your feet don't go in this way, you can have them out farther. You can find another way to sit. It's fine. We're just going to breathe for a few minutes. Today we're going to be practicing Pigeon Pose, and this pose is going to help relieve stress and open the hips, open the sciatic nerve through the hips, and ease pain going down the legs and in the back and in the hips. All right, let's begin. If you'd like to donate for class, the website will be linked below. Just go into the website. There's a donate button. There are two boxes. One is zeros and one is $5. Recommended is $5. You can donate any amount you want. I deeply, deeply appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right. So starting with pointer finger and thumb coming together. The palms are facing up. And we're just going to close the eyes and become present on the mat. Taking a moment to move the pelvis forward and back, noticing the best place of balance here. Draw the belly button to the spine and give support. Lengthening the spine up to the shoulder blades, draw them together down the back. Feel the widening through the collarbones and take a deep breath. Bringing the chin parallel to the earth, draw the head straight up. And enjoy another breath. Lengthening the lower half of the spine, rooting those sits bones down more. Enjoy another breath. We're going to move into Ujjayi Breath. Bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Breathe only through the nose. Gently widen through the throat and breathe all the way down to the bottom of the belly, through the diaphragm, the chest, the throat, all the way to the top of the head. And exhale through the bottom of the belly, the diaphragm, the chest, the throat, all the way to the top of the head. Just continue to breathe this way. Continuing to breathe. When we find ourselves at the bottom of the exhale, hold there until the inhale wants to come in, and continue breathing this way. Finishing the breath wherever we are, and when we're ready, turn the palms down. Take a few normal breaths. ready, open the eyes. That block, if you have one, take it out. Let the legs come out in front of us. When you feel that your legs are ready to bend again, bend the right leg, flex the foot, and bring the shin parallel to the front of the mat. The left foot is going to make its way in, trying to get to the knee. However far it makes it is all right. Flexing both feet. You may find it feels good to slip a block under the knee joint or anywhere that needs some support is fine. Allowing gravity to take the knees down without force. We're going to inhale it up, gazing at the thumbs. Rotate with the exhale to the right. Gaze behind. Breathe to the bottom. Twist it out. Good. Releasing the twist. Come all the way around. Doing the counter twist. Gaze behind. Breathe to the bottom. Good. Bring it back to the front. Supporting the ankle and the knee as they come out. Let both legs come on out. And shake them out a little bit. When we're ready, bend the left leg now. Shin is parallel to the mat, the foot is flexed. The right foot is making its way towards the knee, however far it can go. Both feet are flexed. Let gravity take that knee down. Fire log position. Again, the block can go in anywhere that needs support. When we're ready, inhale it up, gaze at the thumbs. This time, rotate to the left, find the leverage on the leg, twist it out, gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Good, release the twist, come all the way around for a counter twist, gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Excellent, when we're ready, bring it back to the front. Support the knee and the ankle, let the legs come out, let the blood flow in. And when we're ready, swing the legs around. We're going to come to tabletop position, which is hands and knees. Our hands are under our shoulders, the fingers are all straight and spread. The elbows turn towards each other and the shoulders are turning away. Our knees are right under our hips, about a fist width apart. Our toes are tucking under. Pull the belly button to the spine and inhale the belly towards the earth. Head and sits bones move towards the sky. Exhale, release the toes, rounding everything under, cat and cow. Following our breath at our own pace. Taking one more. Bringing it back to center, release the toes. Drawing the right ear towards the right hip as we inhale. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left, left ear to left hip. Exhale to center. Inhale to right. Exhale to center. Inhale to left. Bringing it back. Gazing down at the hands, walk them forward one hand length. Elbows are still turning in, shoulders are turning away. Gaze down to the knees. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees off of the earth, downward facing dog. Getting those feet right under the hips. Gazing now down to the big toes. Rotate the legs inward till you see the big toes pressing. Melt the heels down more. Point the sits bones to the sky more. Pulling that belly button in. Melting the heart down. Ears are moving between the elbows. Breathe. When we're ready, lift the right leg off of the earth. The right hip melts towards the mat, lengthen out. Then slowly lift that leg as high as we can. Exhale the knee to the nose and flex the foot. Taking that flexed foot to the left hand. The right knee goes down to the right hand. The back knee comes down. Untuck the toes, bringing both hands in front. Look behind. You want your legs straight behind you. The left hip is melting towards the earth more. You can stay right here, melting that hip down. If you'd like to go further, you can come down to the forearms. And if you can still go further, come all the way down. Laying on the earth, melting the head and the heart down to the earth. Breathe. Surrendering in that hip, release the right hip. When you're ready, press into the hands, walk it up. Looking over to the right towards your bent knee. Begin to walk the body around the knee with the hands. Possibly even taking that right hand, bringing it to the outer thigh of the straight leg, your left leg. Twist it out, gazing behind. Breathe. Opening that right shoulder more. Bringing the hands back to center. The back straight leg is now going to bend and the toes will point towards the sky. It's an option to take the left hand off the earth, circling it around, finding the toes. Sugars. That's my bunny, Sugars. Hi, Suggs. Hi. It's bunny yoga today. It's an option to take those toes into the elbow crease, turning the palm to the sky. Now check your back to see if you feel stable. If it's available, the right hand now comes off of the earth, making a big circle behind the head, finding the fingertips. Focus on melting that left hip towards the earth more. Breathe. Releasing slowly the right hand all the way back. The left hand comes back. Let that leg come back to the earth. Put one hand on each side of the leg. The back toes are tucking. The knee comes off the earth. Engage the core. Bring it back. Downward facing dog. Let that blood flow in. Taking your breath. Rolling the hips up and over a plank or knees lowering to the earth. The elbows are grazed along the rib cage. Bring it down all the way. Press the toes. Press the pubic bone down and the thighs together. The hands are right next to the chest, tractioning forward. Inhale it up, press up into cobra. The gaze begins to move behind, feeling the heart open. Bringing the forehead down to the earth. Bending at the knees. Let's go through a child's pose. Take the knees wide, toes together. Bringing the heart down to the earth. Let that low back stretch. Breathe. Bringing it back, tabletop position. Draw the knees in. Tuck the toes. Lift it up, downward facing dog. Take some breaths. When we're ready, lift the left leg up off the earth. The left hip is mounting towards the mat. Lengthen out. Lift the leg. Take your time. Get it as high as you can. Exhale the knee to the nose, flexing the foot. Bringing that left foot to the right hand. The knee comes down to the left hand. Back knee coming down. Untuck the toes. Both hands come in front. Check to make sure your leg is straight behind. Allowing that right leg to melt towards the earth. Slipping blocks in anywhere that's needed, possibly under this left hip. You can stay right here, melting the right leg down to the earth. You can come down to forearms again, or you can come to lie down, heart and head, surrender to the earth. Breathe. Releasing the left hip. Pressing into the hands, walk it up. Looking at the left leg, the bent knee, begin to walk around with the hands. Your left hand may be able to find the outer thigh of the straight leg, your right leg. Open the left shoulder, gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Release that, bring it back to center. Now bending the right leg, the straight leg, the toes point to the sky. If it feels available, the right hand lifts off, making that big circle all the way around, finding the toes. You can stay right here. If you have the flexibility, the toes come to the elbow crease. Palm facing up. Check the stability of your spine. Left hand can lift off, making that big circle. Coming behind the head, finding the fingertips together. Focus on melting the right hip towards the earth. Breathe. Release that left arm all the way back down. Right hand follows. Straighten out the leg, the toes tuck. Both hands on one side, each side of the knee. Lift the back knee off the earth. Engage the core. Come back to downward facing dog. Take your breaths. Good job. Melting the heart down to the earth more now. Roll the hips up and over plank position. Knees can be on the earth. Elbows graze the rib cage. Come all the way down, controlled and slow. Release the toes. Inner thighs pulled together. Pubic bone presses. Traction forward. Inhale it up. Cobra one more time. Open the heart. Gaze moves behind. Breathe. Forehead coming down. And we're ready to roll on our backs if sugars would let me. I love you, so cute. Rolling onto our backs. I love you, sugars. When we get to our backs, draw the knees to the chest. Give yourself a huge hug for practicing today. Rocking left and right. Grasping the outer edges of the feet. We're going to take the knees wide to the rib cage and just draw them down to the earth. Again, rocking left and right, trying to touch the knee all the way to the ground. Happy baby. Good. Bring the knees back together. Feet come down to the earth. Hands are at our hips, facing down. Take that right leg up. Bend at the knee, flex the foot. The outer ankle is on the thigh. Let the knee fall wide. Hands are going to go through the hole in the leg, clasping behind the left thigh. The bottom foot is also flexed. Sitting pigeon pose. Gently draw it in to stretch that hip one more time. Straightening that bottom leg, draw it in even more. Allowing the left foot to come down to the earth. The hands are coming wide, palms facing down. Where the ankle is, we're going to replace with the sole of the foot. Draw the knee forward. Taking that left hand, guide the knee to the left as we gaze right, twisting it out. Sinking to the bottom here. Taking a moment to draw that right hip away from the head, lengthening out. Pulling the belly button to the spine, low back moves to the earth. Come on back. Both feet come back to the earth. The left leg comes up, it bends at the knee, flex the foot, rest it on the thigh. Hands go through the hole in the leg, draw it in. Both feet are flexing, sitting pigeon, other side. Gently stretch it in. The bottom leg can extend if that feels good. Draw it in a little deeper. Allowing that right foot to come down to the earth. Where the ankle is, the sole of the foot moves to. That knee draws into center, hands come out, palms facing down. Taking the right hand, guide the knee to the right as we gaze left. Left shoulder staying on the earth, twist it out, other side. Left hip moving away from the head, lengthen out. Belly button draws in, low back makes its way back to the earth. Come back, unravel. Release that left foot to the earth. Our hands are coming next to our sides, palms facing up. Releasing one leg at a time down to the earth. You made it, Shavasana. Taking a moment to enjoy our yogic glow. And you can stay here as long as you want. If you need to come back, wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a great big stretch above your head. Rolling to one side. Find our way up. Coming to sit. Hands to heart center, my friend. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.